Happy holidays, everybody. I love this time of year. The smells, hot chocolate, sometimes a hot toddy, perhaps, and fire. In fact, I'm here at Volata Pizzeria. Can you show us some fire? I was going to say, I love, can we just acknowledge how beautiful that is? For those that are watching us online are seeing the fire at Volata Pizzeria, and we are here today with the owner, Lori Driscoll, and Redlands' own, Chef Lee Burton. And we're going to be talking about holiday appetizers, but then appetizers really for any occasion. And we're going to be talking right now about cheese platters. So this is actually a really challenging thing for me, is a cheese platter, because number one, for those that are watching us, you can see all these different cheeses. I'm sure I could probably not name one. So I don't really know. So enlighten us, Chef Lee.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Deborah.
Oh, absolutely.
Wonderful. Thank you, Chef Lori.
Thank you.
So the elements of a cheese platter, really it's what your taste prefer, but there's a few simple rules as a framework to follow. And generally it's to have at least 3 varieties of cheese on a cheese flight or a cheese platter if you're serving a group.
Okay.
One hard cheese, one soft cheese, and one pungent cheese.
Now, is this, I mean, would these be considered hards?
Yes.
Or, okay, because they're
Absolutely.
hard. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. I know.
Good.
I know.
You got that.
Okay, well, good. I mean, I'm ignorant. So
And
there
one
you
of
go.
them,
Yeah.
Lori will describe that I had last night in your restaurant that I had dreams about. It was so delicious.
Yeah.
So she'll describe those in depth. And then
Okay.
you want to have a balance of cheeses with fresh fruits. It's
Okay.
always important in anything to have some acidity. So I like local citrus as well, maybe some apple slices and things like that. And we have some other elements we'll throw into as well, with, of course, your wonderful bread. So, and then there's other things that we'll talk about for the construction of it. If you
Okay.
want to take it a step further, charcuterie or some
Well,
prosciutto.
that's what I was going to ask. So then that's the cheese plate, but you can add meat to it.
Yes,
And
whatever
what
you like.
meats would you actually add?
Prosciutto's
The
easily
prosciutto's
available.
a very safe and reliable cheese.
Mhm.
Maybe a nice salami. Bresaola is always good, which is
Okay.
a cured beef.
Okay.
So it depends on who your group is, how much and how
Okay.
exotic you want to go.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Olives, caper berries, things like that are always nice to scatter in as well. I like the dried fruits from such as Trader Joe's to get some dried apricots maybe and scatter in there. It's just what your flavor
Okay.
preferences are, but have a mixture of different. You want to have acids, you want to have some sweets, and you want to
Okay.
have some bitter, and you want to have some things that have some pungency to them.
That's what I was going to ask. Okay, so if we're putting this together right now, you would do. Can we?
Right,
Can
so
we?
let's do-
Yeah, let's see, because I'm a visual person
Let's build
here.
it.
For the okay,
So
so
we're going to start with the hard cheese. And it's a really beautiful cheese. It's barely buzzed beehive cheese. It's kind of got butterscotch and caramel flavors in it. It's cow's milk cheese, and it's rubbed with espresso and lavender. It's amazing.
okay,
So, and you definitely, this is one cheese where you really want to eat the rind.
okay.
Other cheeses, like this one, it's a Petite Basque, and it's a more waxy rind.
Mhm.
Not good.
Oh, okay.
Not
you
good
don't,
to eat.
okay, the
Yeah.
wax. Don't eat
Right.
the wax. All right,
Right.
Deborah. Okay.
Things
All
to
right.
know.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah.
All right, so we've got the hard cheese, barely
Okay.
buzzed beehive.
All right.
Yum. And then shall we go on with?
Right. So now that's a
Mhm.
hard. So a
Mhm.
soft cheese would be which?
Okay, so these are the soft cheeses over here. We've got 3, and there are 1,000 different varieties of soft cheeses. What
Okay.
we have here, we've got Humboldt Fog, which is a goat cheese.
Okay.
We've got a Brie from Marin County, which is amazing, and then DiStefano Burrata. This is
Does
made
it
in
come
Pomona. It's fairly
soft
local.
like that in a bag or?
It yeah. So it's what burrata is mozzarella infused with cream.
Okay.
So you've got your mozzarella, and then then it's filled with cream.
Okay.
And
Wow.
Just
yeah,
more-
I was-
What's better than that?
Or-
I was gonna
what's
say-
bad about that,
yeah,
right?
I was going to say, yeah. The issue
And
is, yeah.
like
Yeah.
triple the cream is mozzarella, so it's extra
Okay.
creamy.
Okay, so for this one, we're going to go with the Humboldt Fog. So this is the soft goat's cheese. It's we're just going to kind of scatter
Okay.
things around on the platter and
Okay.
then fill in the empty spots in
So,
between.
in the empty spots you're filling in, well, Chef Lee, you said, I thought this was brilliant. These are collard greens.
Yes.
I know, which
One
is
of my
really
favorite
beautiful.
things to
Yeah.
decorate with an hors d'oeuvre platter, and actually I like the pizza pans.
Yep,
Yeah.
There was-
they're
the
very
pizza pan-
versatile.
Yeah.
Very nice
Mhm.
stainless steel. But yeah, that's a big flat surface. If you have just a white flat platter, that works perfectly as
Okay.
well.
Okay.
I like white and stainless. I like the food to
this
really...
idea because it's inexpensive. I would have never
Right.
thought of a
Right.
pizza pan.
Yes.
And you don't know it's a pizza pan because of the green.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Find
even
those
if
at
you-
Smart and Final or any stores like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even at home, if you've just got a cookie platter or a sheet
Okay.
tray,
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
Just cover it and make
Yeah.
it pretty.
Okay. So you're placing your cheeses here, and then you're putting in the fruits. Like you cut up apples.
Mhm.
Now, how do you get the apples from not turning
Oh,
brown?
yes. Very important point.
Yeah.
So I just have a little bit of a citrus bath. Of course, my favorite ingredient is citrus. And you can just basically fresh squeeze some orange juice, slice the apples, and make sure they're in the bath there so they're submerged and they won't turn brown.
Oh, okay.
And it gives it extra tang to the
Okay.
apples as well. Adds a
Okay.
little flavor boost as well. And then just once these are submerged, dry them off and then place them in the pot. I like
Okay.
to scatter things. You can do it a couple of different ways. You can keep things very organized and composed, or you can
Okay.
scatter around, but I like to
So
scatter.
you don't. So would you suggest leaving them whole like this, or cutting them?
Put your bigger pieces of cheese first and put a knife if you're in there for guests to serve
Ah,
themselves,
okay.
or pre-cut it if you don't have the knives.
Okay.
Either way is fine. Just make it guest friendly. But I like seeing the big pieces of cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We thought about that for the presentation for today, and it
Okay.
just is a bigger wow factor. I think
It
when you have a
is.
block there.
Right. Oh yes.
And
people-
you want to have a knife for each one.
Okay. And you're not. And you're putting the bread or crackers or whatever it is. Are you putting them on the tray, or you suggest
Yes.
that you do put them
Yes.
on the tray?
You can, or you can have them on the side as well. Whatever you prefer.
On the side,
You like
myself.
that?
Oh,
Okay.
you
I
do.
do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
But really, it's up to your.
Exactly.
I like
whatever you got
this.
going.
The one. No.
That's it.
That's it.
Come on.
And for those that are watching us online, here it is. So, and in fact, anybody watching us online, we're going to have a list of what you were saying. So you said
Yes.
savory and
The principles basically of it, which is not hard, and
okay.
it's all about what you like. And the
Yeah.
thing to do with any kind of cooking is to experiment with what you like.
Right.
What I like may not be the flavor that you would like.
Right.
Try them, and I think Trader Joe's is a bargain for trying out some different cheeses. They have
Okay.
a good selection.
Right.
And-
Well, they are expensive. And so somebody like me, it is a little bit anxiety provoking because I don't know what, in fact, I'm telling you, I don't know what any of these are. So if I buy something, I haven't tasted it, I don't know if it's good or not. So it
Right.
would be helpful. So I'm looking
Yep.
forward to getting a list of maybe
Yep.
some suggestions because I kind of like, so I can mix and match and I know what pairs with. So like all of these particular cheeses, I mean, do they pair with the same wine if you're serving wine or?
Yes and no. So
Okay.
with the wine pairing, you're always safe with a sparkling wine, a champagne, a prosecco, or a sparkling white
Something
wine.
light.
Yeah,
Okay.
light.
All right.
Rosés also really good complement to cheeses. Now, where it gets a little bit tricky is with the white wines because they all have a different flavor profile. So some of them pair better with a pungent cheese versus a hard cheese.
Okay.
So
Yeah, so that's where I start to get a little
Right.
bit uncomfortable because I wouldn't know that, So you're more safe if you go with something like a Prosecco or some kind of a mellow,
Yeah.
okay, so
Yeah.
it kind of pairs well with all. All right. Nuts, I see of, what are those?
We have
almonds?
some chopped California walnuts, and the almonds are from your restaurant here, right?
So these are Marcona almonds.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cranberries, cran raisins, you can scatter those in as well. Again, pungency with a little bit of sweetness to go with the cheeses.
Okay.
It's all about the mixture of those flavors. And another thing you can do is dried fruits. Dried apricots are great with the cheese
Oh,
spread.
right.
Those
I've
kinds of
seen
things you
those.
see prepackaged.
Honey, how about, I've seen honeycomb.
Honey,
Oh,
excellent,
honeycomb
yes.
is
Oh,
perfect.
Yeah, and
Okay.
you can have a little
Nice.
bowl with a little dipping for people to spread it on. It's
Okay.
very complimentary to the cheeses, well, especially that
Okay.
has a little honey in it as well. And then you could also go down the line if you want to have a couple of dips, so white bean hummus or something like that. down in there.
Oh,
Some
pesto, okay.
red pepper tapenade, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so then now I have heard that cheese is better when it's left out.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, so if I make this up beforehand, I have it in my fridge, I'm taking it to a party or I'm having a party, how long would I leave this sitting out before?
Well, it depends on how long you're going to have it out, but the great thing is it has staying power. So it holds
Okay.
well for a buffet service or for a spread. But
Okay.
typically, if you're going to serve it, pull it out at least an hour before.
An hour
And then you
before.
can have it out for 3 hours and 4 hours, and it's still food safe. and
Okay.
everything fine.
Unless it's July and you're outside.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, right, right.
Yeah, and then you've got the bugs are going to
That's the
enjoy it
exception.
more,
Yes.
yeah. So then as far as, I've never seen collard greens on the bottom of this. So I love that because usually you always see lettuce, the same kinds of things. So now I'm thinking, boy, you could put kale, pretty
Absolutely.
much any green, or they have the purple kale or even Swiss
That'd
chard
be
that
really
has the
nice.
red and the green, like if you're doing something
Yeah.
for Christmas. Okay, so I can
Or
see.
even like a bed of arugula And then that's something
that you can eat
at the same
Ah,
time.
okay, I love that idea. Okay, so what are we?
Okay. So let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, I want to see what this is going to
Normally,
look like.
I wouldn't use my
Hands,
bare
okay.
hands.
but all of us out there
We're all
making
friends
these
here.
are going to
Yeah.
be using our hands.
Right.
And I
So
won't lick my
don't
fingers.
lick your
I-
fingers. Okay.
Clean hands.
All right. Okay.
Now, one thing I've noticed, and I don't know what you think about this, if you scatter things, I think people are less likely to eat them.
Oh,
Where
okay.
if
so
you
you-
put them,
Much
you
more
know,
composed. Yeah.
it's easier.
What to get to them? Right. Right.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
and if you do scatter, do sort of piles, because if there's only one piece, it's like, oh, I don't want to
Good
take
point.
the last piece.
Yep.
Right.
One
I
cran
want a
raisin I'm
little-
trying to get to.
Right.
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
just one thought.
Yeah.
I like
but
that.
It's so pretty though
Yeah.
when you do scatter them, and it just looks, it's almost like the forest floor, the forest of cheese.
So do you want to?
Yeah, the force of cheese. Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
very.
I'm like,
it can be
okay, and then
very
you just sort of.
attractive.
So you have to be a little bit artistic. I see.
Just have fun with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just have fun with it. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm thinking for those of us out there that might not have as much experience, I'm seeing whole, blocks.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
And
Because
going
I
with
think
the-
naturally what I would do is I would try to put things, I don't know, I guess a little too spread out. But I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
that if you have them together, then they can, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What I wouldn't do, what I tend to avoid, is like cutting cheese into blocks
Okay.
and putting a pile of cubes.
Oh,
I
okay.
think this is,
Okay.
it's so attractive. I mean, cheese itself is so beautiful.
Okay.
So you want to kind of keep it in its natural
Right.
state, its natural habitat.
Right. Okay. Now, all of these cheeses, I must say, because we're have a couple minutes left, are these all expensive? I mean, like for instance, where would I buy this? Is it possible, or is this something
Well,
special?
so now, a lot of these cheeses they have at Gerard's.
Okay.
Now, if there's a specialty cheese, like the Beehive is, it's not one that I've seen locally anywhere.
Okay.
There's the Cheese Cave in Claremont,
Okay.
or you can always give us a call and we
Oh.
can order it for you.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Now
Yeah.
That's
So if
now,
you're looking for something
could
special,
we, so we can contact Chef Lee
Mhm.
and you here at La Volata, and if we're doing this, you will help us.
yes,
Like
I won't do it for you.
Oh, and you'll do. Oh,
No, I won't.
Oh, you won't.
I was going to say you will.
Well, wait a minute. Well, I mean, for a price,
Okay, well,
right?
for a price, yes.
Come to the restaurant.
Oh, there you
Can be
go.
bought.
Okay, well, that's nice to know. Okay, well, hey, you know what? Thank you so very much for this. We're going to post everything
Oh yes.
that we just talked about online, and our email address is radio@aboutredlands.com. So if anybody wants us to email them all of these cheeses and whatnot, because I would be that person. I want to know exactly,
Yes.
what the names are,
Yes.
what they pair with. I don't want to go rogue on
And I'll
anyone.
provide a list for you with the examples of hard, soft, and pungent.
Awesome.
And some of them
Okay.
overlap as well. The Humboldt Fog is
Yeah.
a good example. It's
Right.
soft
Okay.
and it's pungent. So,
Okay.
you
Oh,
you
good.
you have
Okay.
a little framework there to work with. But Manchego is
Awesome.
a great hard cheese. That's my favorite, and that's
Okay.
easily available.
Okay, awesome. Thank you guys very
Wonderful.
much.
Thank you, Deborah.
Yeah, stay tuned for more About Redlands.